All of social media singing is praise. It ends with us because I want to see the hype. I want to see if it's everything social media made it out to be. Good morning, beautiful people. Can you see yourselves over there? How are you guys? Thank you for coming back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by if you're new. Literally just got back, walked in the door from Books A Million, and I got 2 books. So the first one that I picked up, It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. All of social media singing its praises. So I was like, let me see, let me be the judge. So I went and bought it. I was actually trying to get it from my library, but I would have had to put it on hold. My number in line was like 32. Yeah, so I was like, you know what, let me just go spend a couple coins and buy it. It might be worth it in the end. And then I got this one called The Two Lives of Sarah. But today we're gonna focus on It Ends With Us because I want to see the hype. I want to see if it's everything social media made it out to be. And I'm gonna keep y'all updated and abreast with what I think of it while I'm reading it. But first, I'm about to make some homemade caramel sauce so I can make me either a chai or some coffee. Either way, I want some caramel in it. So I'm about to make some. And I'm about to show y'all how to make it because it's so easy and so good. So keep watching. So you need 1 cup of sugar, 1/3 of a cup of water, room temperature, not warm, not hot. Stir it with either a wooden spoon or a silicone spatula. You just want to mix it up so that the water and the sugar is combined, and just leave it like that. You don't want to stir it at all. Don't touch it. Just let it come to a bubble, a slight bubble. I have it on medium on my stove, so yeah, we're just gonna let this do what it do. Stay with the pot. Don't leave. Watch the pot, because once it turns a light amber color, it's go time. Like you got to move. Okay, do not walk away from the pot. So I'm in the carpool line to pick up my children from school, and I just got to the part about Lily doing her dad's eulogy. I kind of wish she would have just said what he did and just told the truth. I mean, the truth is the truth. And Ryle, is that how you say his name? His naked truth, the first one that he gave when he said that he watched a little boy die because his brother shot him. I know of someone that it happened to, but they weren't small children. They were grown men. It happens when I was in high school. A guy I knew, his brother found a gun at a park. The older brother was playing around with a gun, and the gun allegedly accidentally went off and shot his younger brother, the guy I knew, in the chest, and he died that day. And that was rough, especially at that time, and being so young and not really knowing, not necessarily how to deal with death, but definitely not knowing how to deal with it like that, like a friend, not a grandparent or somebody that's old, and you not necessarily expect them to die, but it makes more sense versus it being somebody that's super young and you're like, dang, they had their whole life ahead of them and it was just cut short just like that. But I can only imagine what the brother feels knowing, you know, he killed his brother. Okay, so I was taking notes in my phone. One of the things I wrote is that the characters seemed too perfect. They didn't seem real. But then I came to the part where Ryle pushed, hit, whatever, Lily, and my jaw dropped. And that's the part I was just reading, like the whole exchange that happened after that. And y'all, I was like, okay, I stand corrected because baby boy is not perfect. Nobody is. But like I said, my first thought was these characters are too perfect. Nobody's flawed. But baby, he's flawed. And it made me remember when Alyssa was about to tell Lily something about him, like a warning basically, and maybe that's what she was trying to warn her about. And it made me think maybe that's why, the real reason why he was so anti-girlfriend and didn't want a relationship. Child, it just got good. Because at first I was like, oh, this is alright. It's a cutesy romance book. But child, the itch just hit the fan and it just got real. That book I told you I was reading. The one where the dad made the wife park outside while he parked in the garage. Goodness gracious. So I'm back with my thoughts on Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us, and it's been almost 2 weeks since I finished it, and I said on Instagram that I was gonna gather my thoughts, but I honestly forgot. Like, I was gathering my thoughts, but then I just forgot all about it, and then I remembered that, you know, I hadn't finished. So here we go. Like, I started it with high hopes because, you know, it's so viral. I'm like, okay, that many people can't say it's good if it's not actually good. Like, is it world stopping? I don't know. We gonna see. At first I was getting bored because I was like, okay, these characters is too perfect. These people are too perfect, other than Lily's dad. But like the whole relationship between Lily and Ryle, I was like, okay, it's too perfect. What's the tea? Like, why is this viral? So I would say like towards the middle of the book is when I was like, okay, here we go. When Ryle's flaws started to show and come through, I was like, okay, this is not the perfect fairy tale-esque love story that is looking like. And the part that got to me, like, I actually had to put the book down because it hit me when she was like, I am my mother's daughter. Because I am my mother's daughter. I say that because a lot of the things my mom went through when I was growing up are some of the things I've been going through, and things that I don't want my daughter to go through. That is really how I resonated with this. Everybody's situation is different. My situation is not like Lily's situation, or things I've gone through are not like Lily's situation. Like, okay, I did grow up in like a toxic household. Had a traumatic childhood. Like, that part is correct. But my dad didn't physically abuse my mom. It was more verbal, emotional towards her and us. I ain't finna put on for nobody. Truth is true. Who get mad gets mad. Oh well. That's what it was. I'm not my mom's daughter in that sense. It was other things, because my husband is not verbally abusive or anything like that, but it's just other things. But we all go through things. So when she said she's her mother's child, that hit me, and I'm like, okay. Like she said, it ends with us, as in her and her daughter. I want it to end with us, as with me and my daughter. Like, I have had this mindset for years that I want to be the cycle breaker in my family, for my family and for my husband's family, because there's a lot of trauma in his family as well, and I want it to end with us. Like, I don't want to keep just, you know, shoving things under the rug, not healing from nothing, not growing from nothing, not learning from nothing, not ending the cycle or breaking the curse, you know? I want that for my family. So this book really resonated with me in that aspect. But also, for me, like, I really wanted Lily to be with Atlas, but at the same time, I wanted Rao to get his ish together. So it was like, okay, I don't know. But at the same time, Atlas would be the most healthiest choice mentally, emotionally, and all of that, because he doesn't have that baggage. And I feel like he was painted to be too perfect too. Like, even though he had his issues when he was a child, like, you don't go through that type of stuff and then grow up and not have any type of issues as an adult. So I feel like we didn't really get to see any of his flaws or things he might be dealing with, trauma he might need to heal from. So to say that he would be the better choice, you know, without knowing his issues is, I don't know. I feel like we need to know more about him in order to say he would be the better choice. Like, overall, I liked the book. I really did. I felt like it was slow in the beginning and too perfect, which I guess led to the buildup of what was to come. But I wish they would have got to the point faster. I'm not mad that I had to buy it because if it wasn't good, I was gonna be mad. At the end, when she says she didn't write this book for entertainment purposes, I get that. Like, I get it, sis, because this was no way entertainment. It was just like, to me, it's almost like a think piece. It makes you think about, you know, things or cycles in your own life, in your own family, that needs to end with you. Was it worth the hype? I don't think it was worth the hype that it gets on TikTok. Like, it's a good book. Don't get me wrong. But I wouldn't say it's worth all that hype. Yeah. But like I said, it's a good book. Read it at your own risk. There are things in here that there should be a trigger warning for. There is sexual abuse or sexual assault and domestic violence. So read it at your own risk. Thank y'all so much for watching. I actually have fun filming this kind of video, even though I forgot to come back and give y'all my thoughts. I almost feel like I have more thoughts, something that I'm forgetting tonight. I'm about to go downstairs and get another one. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.